Hello everyone, it's Jamal Thomas. Welcome to the Progressive Soapbox. So the vote is upon us. They're talking about Trumpcare. Now, in talking about Trumpcare, the question becomes whether or not the senators in the Republican Party are going to pass it. This ghastly bill. Are they going to pass it? Certainly Trump is going to put his name on it because it's even called Trumpcare. Democrats are trying to rally around the country. Bernie Sanders has been jumping from country, state to state. Don't pass it. A socialist screaming to protect Obamacare. That's awesome. Look, truth is stranger than fiction. A right-wing healthcare plan. And we have a socialist trying to protect that right-wing healthcare plan. You're going to call me a brute. You're going to call me a really bad man. I hope they pass it. I honestly, in God's honesty, hopes they pass it. Let each Republican put their name on it. John Q. Republican, I want this particular bill into law. And I want Donald Trump to sign it. And I want him to have the shiny press conference. And each and every person that he hurts, each and every person, when they start getting those medical bills, when they realize, holy shit, I don't have insurance. I thought this was something different. And guess what? Those people, a lot of those people are going to lay there and bleed. But a lot of those people are also going to have mothers, sisters, brothers, uncles, people who care for those people, and people who look at that and say, holy shit, you're hurting this family member. You're hurting this family member, this person that I love and this person that I care about. And for the first time in their life, those people are going to give a shit. They're going to give a shit. They're going to look around and say, holy shit, is this what's happening? Is this what they did? Is this what they did? With absolute power of the political apparatus, this is what they did. They're hurting my particular family member. Let them own it. Let them own it. These people should hurt. These people should hurt. That's the honest to God, unvarnished, painful truth. If this is the country that you let yourself devolve into, then this is the country you deserve. However, I think Donald Trump is at fault for having Donald Trump in that office. This country is at fault ultimately for putting those people in those positions and for allowing those things to take place. And if you didn't give a shit, you can't complain. For the first time in their life, when the pain actually hits them, when it affects them, when it really absolutely affects them, when they are being raped by insurance companies, by people who are preying on them to get money out their pocket just because somebody else in their family is ill, they would give a shit. They would give a shit, and they would look around and figure out who the hell did this, and it would have Trump's face on it. Let them have it. And I know you're saying, dude, you're willing to take a lot of people, or a lot of people get hurt to make that happen. Yes, I am. Those people earned it. Those people earned it. Call me a brute. Call me an asshole. Those people earned it. All of us have earned it. If they are in that office, then we've earned it. There's no God above that put them there. We did that. This is our organization. We choose the arrangement to which we organize ourselves. When those people hurt, those people, to some degree, earned it. I'm not saying I like it. I'm not saying it's fucking awesome. I'm just saying those are the consequences for the choices that are made. Some of those choices are unconscious choices. Whether you make the choice or not, ultimately, you're part of the choice. What I'm getting at is those people, for the most part, existed in the country and gave up their particular power in the political apparatus. They stopped giving a shit. The problem is you stop giving a shit by something that directly affects you. So yes, you've earned it. The pain that you're going to feel when Trumpcare passes, you've earned it. I hope it passes. When Suzanne, what's her name, talked about bringing on the revolution, this is what she's talking about. It's not people with, in some comic book fashion, throwing their keyboards and running to the first library. No, this is what they're talking about. People getting hurt. People getting hurt. One individual after the next getting hurt by the choices and decisions that the politicians made in Washington, to the degree that makes them give a shit. To the degree that makes them give a shit. Yes, you're going to hurt because you need to hurt in order to give a shit. That's the truth. That's the unvarnished, honest to God truth. And again, call me a brute. Call me an asshole. I hope it passes. You've tried Obamacare. It was failing. Be honest, it was failing. You've tried Trumpcare. It's going to be an absolute fucking disaster if it passes. And you haven't tried it, but I'm just saying it's going to be a fucking disaster. They're going to lose millions of people off healthcare. Can we do it without ideology? How about that? How about looking at it as a technical issue? How do you get a system that has healthcare for the lowest price for the most people? Single payer. Look around the goddamn globe. It's not like it's a mystery. It's not magic. You can look to Canada. You can look to these other systems. I don't give a shit how you do it. Come up with a quote unquote American way that doesn't involve raping people. Do that. How about that? How about we try a single payer approach where a person is born and that person has healthcare? Just because they're born. They've earned it. It's their birthright of sorts. Are you telling me that in the richest country on the planet, the country can't figure out how to do healthcare? Are Americans that inept? Are these the systems that need to be come up with between the two parties? And if these are the systems that the two parties can come up with, what does it say of your political apparatus? Honestly, what does it say of your political apparatus? This apparatus is broken. It no longer can attend to the needs of the public and to the country itself. That's also an honest to God truth. It has nothing to do with party. It has to do with ideology. What these guys are trying to do, or what they do, has nothing to do with what's best for the public itself. It has purely what's best for the people who are paying them. That's it. That's the magic secret. People go to school for political science. You're wasting your money. That's the honest to God truth. There is nobody in their right mind who could come up with a healthcare plan like Trumpcare and expects it to be for the betterment of the public. You can't. I don't give a shit what your ideology is. From a technical standpoint, that plan is fucking ridiculous. Be honest. Be honest. You can like Donald Trump, but ultimately you have to understand that you're getting rid of healthcare for millions of people. From just a common sense standpoint of how people behave when those people are under stress, you're literally going to create a situation in which millions of people are throwing off their healthcare. And Obamacare failed, Trumpcare failed, and what is the other thing you think those people are going to look at? When those people are screaming at the top of their lungs about you fucking up healthcare, you're going to have the lefties. Single payer. We've been whispering in your ear for 70 years. Single payer. Single payer. It feels funny at first. You look at it and you're like, I don't know, man. I'm uncomfortable with that. But then the more you think about it, you realize, wait a minute, we can pay less and get the same healthcare? Yes. Yes, we pay 4 times as much as anywhere else around the globe. Yes. Yes. You can do it better. At the very least, get rid of the leeches that are in the system sucking money out of the system. The insurance companies. Let's start there. Let's start at negotiating costs for drugs. Yes, the government can do those things. You're being screwed over, and your government is screwing you over. And your government is not working in your best interest. I don't care your party. I don't care your political ideology. That's the truth of politics. That's the unvarnished, honest to God truth of politics. Anything else boils down for the most part to who's paying who for what. Don't trust me. Look at the look at the graphs of that stuff. Princeton did a study on it. The person who's paying them is essentially where those things lean. If you're the American public, it doesn't lean in your way. So, I want them to pass it. I honestly believe passing of Trumpcare is the dawning of single-payer healthcare. That's what I believe. I believe getting those people hurt, getting those people injured, getting those people saying, what the fuck are they doing in Washington? And why do I have to pay attention to what these children are doing? And I want those people in the political process. And I want those people asking questions. And I want those people with Donald Trump's face trying to explain why they no longer have health care. Yes, let it pass. Let it pass. That's what I say, let it pass. Every Democrat should vote against it. Everybody else should bitch and moan. Progressives, Democrats, everybody else. Everybody should scream and cry about Trumpcare. And when those people finally get hurt, whenever they pass it, and they start asking questions, point, scream, point, all of that stuff, scream and point, and show each Republican who voted for that particular bill and have Donald Trump's face on it and have Donald Trump explain Why Aunt May no longer has health care? Why so-and-so lost Medicaid? Why my aunt can't afford her health care bill? Let it pass. Yes, I am a brute on this. I just think single payer healthcare is the only way you're going to deal with healthcare in an honest, adult way. So the path that gets me there, if it comes from reality shows, I'll take it. I think people need to be a part of the political process anyway. So if those people experience some pain on it, yes, those people need to experience that pain. I'm an asshole for saying it. I want this country to be different. It's not going to be different going the Obamacare route. Let it pass. Leave it at that. Alright guys, if you enjoy the content, feel free to share, subscribe. You can always support the work through Patreon. Thank you.